On Saturday, May 27th, Hybrid Pro Wrestling returned to action at St. Mary's Bart Hall in Kalamazoo to present our big event, Raising the Bar. Tons of action went down, with some stars returning, along with the HPW debut of Nate Mattson. We thank everyone who came out to enjoy the show. In the main event, HPW champion CJ Otis successfully defended his title against the #1 contender, the bloody Harker Dirge. After the match, though, Harker Dirge left his mark on the champion, injuring the champ's eye by striking him with the spikes on his mask. The status of CJ Otis is in jeopardy, though the challenge for a non-title match between the two is set for the main event of this episode.
CJ Otis, at Raising the Bar, I came for your championship belt. And you thought that I came for your belt so that I could be happy. But I'm destined to be miserable for all eternity. But CJ, you found out that misery loves one thing, and that is company. And welcome into the company of misery, foolish boy. You've demanded to visit with bloody Harker Dirge once again, and I would be more than happy to oblige, because there's one time when this miserable soul is closest to heaven, and that's when I'm feeding, and on you I will feed until the job is done.
Time now for our first contest here on Hybrid Pro Wrestling. We see the amazing Nate Mattson in the yellow taking on Bam Morgan in this contest. Bam hailing from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Nate Mattson, a native of Detroit Rock City on the east side of Michigan. He's a catch-as-catch-can wrestler, knows his technical holds, as you see right here. Bam Morgan, quite possibly the opposite. He's known as a blatant cheater. He'll use any tactic he can to get an advantage in the match. Right now, trying to go hold for hold with Nate Mattson. Could be a mistake here by Bam Morgan. We'll see what these two can do in this matchup. Nate Mattson graduating to the top wrist lock. He's a 10-year veteran of the wrestling scene. Right now, you see what I was speaking of earlier. Bam Morgan pulling the hair to get the advantage and move into the side headlock. Nate Mattson with shots to the side. Whips Bam Morgan off the ropes. Gets taken down heavy with a shoulder tackle. Big hip toss by Nate Mattson. Waiting for his next maneuver. Goes into the wrist lock. Nate Mattson working on the arm early in this matchup. Floats over into a big arm drag. Another big arm drag by Nate Mattson, and he has control. Nate Mattson, a very accomplished independent wrestler, holding over 30 championships throughout the United States and Canada. He recently competed against the team of Mil Mascaras and the legendary Sabu for the Independent Wrestling Revolution. Cheap shot by Bam Morgan right over the referee's head. He did not even see that one coming. Bam Morgan with another straight shot to the jaw of Nate Mattson. Whips Nate off the ropes. Nate catches a big lariat. Bam Morgan with another heavy hit. Kick straight to the back, and Bam Morgan looking to take control at this point. choking Nate Mattson on the ropes. The referee, using his discretion, hasn't called for a disqualification yet. As Bam Morgan notes, he has until 5. Bam now with the front chancery. Into a suplex. Takes Nate Mattson down very hard. Referee goes for the count. Only a 1 count. Nate Mattson not wanting to take any chances here in this match, as we see Bam Morgan taking plenty of chances with a choke in front of the referee. Nate Mattson fires back, but Bam Morgan takes his opponent down. Bam Morgan keeps the advantage on his side. He's got Nate in the corner, shot straight to the chest. Irish whip off the ropes by Bam Morgan. Nate Mattson ducks the clothesline. Sunset flip over the backdrop. Bam Morgan able to reach the ropes to break up the pinfall. Takes down Nate Mattson with another clothesline. Bam Morgan, no flashy offense from him, but he does know how to get it done in the ring. Nate Mattson loves to do high-risk maneuvers. We've seen him use a guillotine leg drop. Nate Mattson dropped down hard, spine buster by Bam Morgan. Simple but effective. Only a 2 count. Bam Morgan going once again to the choke. Relying on a move like that could be a mistake, or it could be a gamble that pays off. Nate Mattson has even plied his trade as a trainer in pro wrestling, training the likes of TNA's Chris Sabin. Nate Mattson ducks another clothesline, comes back with a big leaping lariat, takes Bam Morgan off his feet. Shot to the face, brings down Bam once again. Nate Mattson on fire at this point. Whips Bam off the ropes. Here he comes with his signature spinning elbow. 2 count for Nate Mattson. Can't quite do it in this match yet. Nate Mattson firmly in control. Whips Bam Morgan off the ropes once again. Gets caught in the face as he goes for the backdrop. Ducks under. Reverse STO. Nate Mattson takes Bam Morgan down, and he is going up top. Nate taking his chances on that turnbuckle. There's the guillotine leg drop by Nate Mattson. Hooks the leg, man. That's the 3 count. Nate Mattson, your winner.
It was your winner, amazing Nate Mattson.
Nate Mattson starting things off with a bang here on this episode of Hybrid Pro Wrestling.
Can't forget this, baby. Ha!
Also at Raising the Bar, we saw a wild 6-man tag pitting Jack Thriller and the HPW Tag Team Champions Popular Electronics against Johnny Dynamo and the BNU All-American Beatdown Crew. Team Go USA prevailed, which didn't set well at all with the tag champs, who gave Jack Thriller a turbo speed thrashing until unexpectedly Johnny Dynamo made the save for his former rival. Johnny Dynamo proved that in Hybrid Pro Wrestling, he has the back of the man he's teamed with all across the Midwest, and next week we'll hear from both Dynamo and Thriller, united now as the Wild Stallions. Now, a word from the BNU.
Hybrid Pro Wrestling, I'm Josh Movado, this is my partner Bubba McKenzie, and we are the BNU All-American Beatdown Crew. And Popular Electronics, we got a special message for you boys. You punks came out and tried to take out Bubba and Josh from Detroit, USA. I don't think so. That's not how it works. You don't get ahead in this world by sitting at home in your mom's basement playing with yourself all day long. You're gonna get carpal tunnel. Come on.
What? This is a family show, Josh.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Well, either way, Popular Electronics, you got it coming to ya. The Bumpin' Uglies are coming to take our titles. Because we do it the American way. We stay at home at night. We get up early in the morning. We work hard every single day because that's how you get ahead in life. Not sitting at home stuffing your face full of weeds and mushrooms and foreign substances that make yourselves bigger and fly high as the sky. That's not the way that professional wrestlers behave.
That's right. So you yellow bellies, you know that we're in the world of professional wrestling. We're role models for these kids. And kids, we're here to set the example. Popular Electronics, you two yellow belly idiots, got nothing against the USA. Hard work, go to school, and say your prayers, baby. Woo!
Right. Listen, CJ Otis. Don't worry about the whole CJ Otis and water thing. Nobody understood what it meant. So listen, it's simple to get here. The directions, basically what you gotta, hold on real quick. CJ, listen, one of the guys there with the championship committee just got with me. They said that Harker Dirge wasn't able to show up. Yeah, they said that he had some vehicular problems, whatever it is that he drives in here. Just go ahead and turn around and go home. Save your money. Don't worry about it. They said they'll take care of you on July 1st. I said, yeah, just go ahead and come in then. All right? Sounds good, buddy. All right, take care now. All right. Love you too, CJ.
Time now for our next contest here on Hybrid Pro Wrestling. Tag team action pitting the BNU All-American Beatdown crew against the new team of Noah Lott and Seth Clash. The new team getting a quick advantage here, jumping the BNU as the bell sounds and this match has started. Seth Clash hailing from the Boston, Massachusetts area where Noah Lott hails, and they just both got taken down by heavy clotheslines. BNU with a dual body slam takes down Lott and Clash. They are accompanied tonight by their manager, Just in Time, wielding the tennis racket of doom and the sparkly jacket of anguish. The BNU with control right now, sporting their star-covered gear. They love the red, white, and blue, and they make it known. Seth Clash and Noah Lott, well, they do have matching pair of tights, both sporting the black and yellow gear, much like the Killer Bees. We'll see how well they do here as a tag team duo. Once again, led by Just in Time as their manager. Collar and elbow, and Bubba McKenzie with the advantage early on. Noah Lott wasting no time in complaining to the referee on his officiating. Bubba McKenzie, big chop to the chest, followed by another one. Whips Noah Lott off the ropes. Catches him with a heavy back elbow, right in the jaw. Now a tag into Josh Movado. The BNU were successful with their tag team partner, Johnny Dynamo, at HPW, raising the bar. over the team of Jack Thriller and the HPW Tag Team Champions, Popular Electronics. They look to continue their winning ways here against Lott and Clash. Josh Mabato winds up and nails a bionic elbow right to the forehead. Only a 2 count on the fall. Seth Clash a little late for the save, but not needed in this matchup. Josh Mabato goes off the ropes, and he is tripped up by just in time. Lott and Clash's manager making an impact early on, showing that he is well worksheet to get his team to a victory. Noah Lott stomping away at Josh Mabato, and now chokes him down on the mat. Tagging now to Seth Clash. We'll see what he can do here against Josh Mabato of the BNU. Just a reminder to make sure to check out our official website, www.hybridprowrestling.net, to find out about our next big show. As you've heard earlier on in this episode, July 1st will be our next event. As just in time behind the referee's back, choking out Josh Mabato, as Noah Lott lays in a few kicks for added advantage. Seth Clash with the cover, a little close to the ropes. In fact, he hooks the ropes. The referee sees it and breaks up the pinfall. Seth Clash wrapping his arms around the masked head of Josh Mabato. Seth Clash pulls down Josh Mabato, likely by the mask. Quick tag out to Noah Lott. They double team this member of the BNU All-American Beatdown crew. Double whip off the ropes. Drop toe hold by Noah Lott. And a big leg drop to the back of the head by Seth Clash. Very effective, though it only wields the 2 count. Just in time, very frustrated, hoping to lead his team to a victory early on in their tenure. Noah Lott in firm control right now. Strikes away at Josh Mabato with another shot. A little too close to his tag partner. Noah Lott's going to want to make sure to cut off the ring to maintain the advantage in this tag contest. Whips Mabato across the ring. Mabato catches him with a big boot to the face. And yes, that frees him up for the tag. Bubba McKenzie in. Takes down Noah Lott, and Seth Clash taken down as well. Big chop in the corner, as Just in Time even feels that one out on the ground. There they go, double Irish Rip. Lott and Clash reverse it, the BNU colliding. They may have knocked skulls there, knocked each other out. Lott and Clash going for the pinfall. It's a kick out, they're able to escape. Looks like the managerial services of Just in Time have paid off so far in this contest. The BNU in a bit of trouble. Noah Lott going to work on Josh Mabato, setting up his partner, getting his partner ready for another double team. Just in Time giving the signal. Bubba McKenzie reverses, as does Josh Mabato. 2 high impact moves from the BNU. Getting a red, white, and blue beatdown on their opponents. And here comes the Hybrid Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Popular Electronics, running in, taking out both teams at this point. Referee calling for the bell. This contest is over. Popular Electronics with another turbo speed beatdown. And it looks like they're going for the masks. They are looking to unmask the BNU. Taking it off. Josh Mabato, he's down, covering his face. The Game Boy stomps away above McKenzie. And this hype Jimmy Shaw, and he's so arrogant, pulls off the mask. The Tag Team Champions sending a message to the rest of the tag division. Here in Hybrid Pro Wrestling, keep the camera away. We don't want to reveal their identities. Embarrassment for the BNU at the hands of Popular Electronics.
Cover
The battle for respect was held at HPW Raising the Bar as Magnum Conroy took on the challenge of the old-timer Jeff King. The old-timer pulled out plenty of tactics he's supposedly learned throughout the decades and got closer to victory over Conroy than anyone else so far in HPW. Conroy prevailed though and taught Jeff King his own lesson in humility. Magnum Conroy remains undefeated.
Magnum Conroy, I admit that you are a tough kid and a worthy competitor, but you must realize that the only reason you defeated the old-timer is because I've been holding something back. I have been holding something very vicious and very strong from the HPW ring. And next week, I am going to tell all of you what that is.
Lacey, put me in your top 8 when you might space me and never replace me.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just got off the phone with CJ Otis, your HPW champion. He cannot be here this evening. He went to the doctors, they advised him, they said, CJ Otis, please do not go. Do not go to that show. You can hurt yourself even more than what you already have. But being the fighting champion that CJ Otis is, he was going to march right up into that ring. He was totally going to fight Harker Dirge, defend that HPW championship. But even I told him, I said, CJ, no, don't do it. Don't do it, CJ. And he was still going to do it. And then the HPW Championship Committee, they said, CJ Otis, if you go into that ring injured, we will strip you of that HPW Championship. So, tonight, I have found a suitable replacement for CJ Otis, Mr. Jeff Brooks. Thank you.
Well, it looks like we will see Harker Dirge in action here against this young man, Jeff Brooks, for our main event. The mysterious Harker Dirge has made his way to the ring. He will take on Jeff Brooks, who Mark Pennington has personally handpicked as a replacement tonight for the HPW champion CJ Otis. This will obviously not be a title matchup. It may not be much of a matchup as much as it will be a mauling. Is Harker Dirge going to work quickly upon his young opponent? I'm not too sure what Mark Pennington was talking about earlier. I spoke with the championship committee. They hadn't heard a word from CJ Otis. Hadn't mentioned anything about taking him off the show, saying he doesn't have to appear tonight. Though as we know, CJ Otis injured by Harker Dirge at our event, Raising the Bar. Harker Dirge stabbed him directly in the eye with the spikes on his mask. A vicious sight, one which CJ Otis may not have much of anymore, as his orbital socket severely affected by Harker Dirge. Jeff Brooks firing away with forearm shivers to the face. Brings down his larger opponent with the drop toe hold and graduates into the armbar. Mark Pennington getting the crowd on the side of Jeff Brooks. Harker Dirge not affected by it as he backs his opponent into the ropes. Referee not really getting in there, allowing Harker Dirge to attack Jeff Brooks right in the throat. Certainly an area of the body that he finds tasty, at least according to rumor. Harker Dirge scrapes away at the back of Jeff Brooks. Harker Dirge pounding away. His offense so vicious that the ring is falling apart. Harker Dirge comes down hard with a knee right to the throat. breaks up his own pinfall to intimidate the referee, Lawrence McAllister. Now he goes to bite Jeff Brooks on the neck. Again, is this just intimidation by Harker Dirge, or is it something more? You never know with this guy. Harker Dirge, a huge threat to the HPW champion CJ Otis. They had a hotly contested match at Raising the Bar. HPW Championship Committee has set a rematch for July 1st.
CJ, I'm coming back for you, CJ.
Harker Dirge with a word for his opponent. Harker Dirge continuing the offense here, just dismantling Jeff Brooks. Vice grip on the head and neck. This could set up Jeff Brooks for Harker Dirge's signature maneuver, the Dirt Nap, which is a reverse sleeper hold, usually knocking out his opponents before they even have a chance to tap out. Jeff Brooks comes off the ropes, gets caught in an abdominal stretch. Harker Dirge with his combo, vicious elbows to the ribs, and a side Russian leg sweep. Brings the opponent down. Jeff Brooks able to kick out. Quite a bit of fire out of this young competitor. Trained at the House of Truth in Hamtramck, Michigan by Truth Martini. Jeff Brooks is not a quitter, as he takes a big splash in the corner from Harker Dirge. Dirge signaling for the end at this point. He has Jeff Brooks completely where he wants him. Another whip off the ropes. Harker Dirge going for a second splash. Jeff Brooks able to avoid it. Comes off with a high knee to the face. Harker Dirge is down, vulnerable. Jeff Brooks going to the top. High risk maneuver. A shooting star press by Jeff Brooks. It does not connect though. His ribs completely injured and obliterated there as Harker Dirge locks in the Dirt Nap. It's only a matter of moments before this young one's out. Jeff Brooks fights it for as long as he can, but he does tap out, and Harker Dirge, your victor. Here we see the instant replay, the viciousness of the Dirt Nap applied by Harker Dirge, a move he has perfected and used to dominate competition here in hybrid pro wrestling.
Hey. Come on, champ. I'm looking for you.